Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to take a look at a new purchase that I made recently, which is the Wayne Goss Pearl palette. This is the palette here and I'm so excited to have this in my hands. I bought this when it was released about a week ago and I was really drawn to the colors. It's a little bit different for me because I tend to gravitate more towards warmer, more autumnal colors, Sahara colors I call them. But this is what the palette looks like. And as you can see, these are really soft. Wayne has said that he uses these types of colors normally for his bridal makeup looks. But I think they go really well for an everyday look. And this is what I wanted to show you today, how I created this look, which I think goes really well for your normal day-to-day life at work or just going about your business. So without further ado, let me show you on the other eye how I've done this look. The first step, if you're a beginner, I would advise using a little bit of sellotape and placing that across your eye on the lower corner, and that's just going to act as a guide. And also as we get older, we want the color to go up, and this helps with that so you don't drag the makeup down. So the first thing that we want to apply is our primer. I'm using a primer by Bare Minerals, Gen Nude, and the color is Low Key. I hope you can see that. So I'll quickly apply the primer to my eye, and the primer helps to make the makeup stay on longer, but also give us a better depiction of the color itself. It tends to come up more true. So blend the primer really well onto your eyelid, and you'll see that the eyeshadow goes on a lot smoother. So I'm using firstly a number 17 brush by Lancome, and I'm going to start with this pink color, which is number 3 in the palette, and I'm going to apply that all over my lid. This is a nice soft pink color, and this is why I say this is the perfect makeup for your everyday look. I think for darker skins, you do have to apply quite liberally, but the color does still show up, and it is a really nice shade of pink as well. So you apply that all over the eyelid, and I come quite high up, and this is because my eyelids are quite puffy. So it helps if I go a little bit higher up with my shadow. The next color I'm going to use is the bottom color here, which is number 4. And this will add some depth to the color and also help that puffiness to recede. It's a little bit darker than the first color we applied, but if you're a beginner, it's not too stark of a difference. So I find that you will probably find this easier to blend than if you had 2 completely different colors. What we are going for is a really soft, well blended look. I hope you can see that. Okay, the next color I'm going to use, I'm using a Louise Young brush LY38, which is a small crease brush. And I'm going in with the number 5 color, which is that soft gray color. And I'm going to apply that to the outer corner of the eye and come up again into the crease of the eye. Okay. There you go. Okay, so the next color I want to use is the shimmer shade, which is number 2 over there. And I'm going to use that color on my eyelid, in the middle of the eyelid, just to bring some interest to the eye. I don't want anything too sparkly, but as you can see, that just brings it to life. And I go all the way on top of the pink that I applied initially. And that, I think, just looks beautiful on the eye. I'm going to use that as a highlighter as well under my eyebrow. I had used the cream color here on the other side, but I do prefer this number 2 shade. It is a shimmer, but it's so soft. I don't know if you can see that. It's so soft that it just gives this elegant shimmer. It doesn't highlight any creases. And I hope you can see there that my eyeshadow has not come down too far there. So that still gives me, I can just brush it up a bit, but that gives me a good end point, so it's not dragging the look down at all. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is line the eyes, and for that I'm going to use the grey shade, and I'm just going to line under the eyes with that shade. I use a bit of the pink. I use a bit of everything actually. All the colors that I've used above, I use below as well. And I think that just gives the look a cohesiveness that you wouldn't get otherwise. I'm then going to line my eyes with my intense color eye pencil, which is from Makeup Academy, and that's in the color Lights Out. So I'll just line the upper and lower rims. Okay, very, very softly in the lower rim, and then just a few short dashes across the upper eyelash, very close to the lashes. I don't want to come up too high because I don't have a lot of lid real estate over here. As you can see, my eyes are hooded, so when I open my eyes, you lose that color that I had placed over there. So this is why, although I want to frame my eyes and make my lashes look thicker, I put a very, very thin line, and then I go and buff that out a little bit as well to soften it. And I feel that keeps the look still quite natural. You can wing it out a little bit if you wish in the corners. But I think the most important thing is to keep everything quite soft. Okay, and the final step now is to add mascara. I'm using Man Eater by Tarte for this today, and I'm going to apply 2 to 3 coats of this mascara. That's the wand there, and I will just apply to my upper lashes only. I don't tend to apply mascara to my lower lashes only because I've lined the lower rims, and if you apply too much darkness it can tend to drag your eye down a little bit. So just 2 coats of mascara to the upper lashes and we're done. That's the look there. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and join me again soon for another makeup tutorial using my second palette by Wayne Goss, which is the Imperial Topaz. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, and don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Join me again soon, and in the meantime, have a fantastic week.